Township. I am Amy Lucci. I'm here with Mr. Carl Dondorfer and Mr. Morgan McIntosh, your Concord Township trustees, and we are here to deliver your first Talk of the Township for 2021. We are very excited to be here, a lot to be grateful for, and a lot to look forward to. We are going to discuss some of those great things that we are looking forward to in a few minutes. Thank you for all your support this year. We're looking towards a 2021 that's hopefully healthy, happy, prosperous, and we're just going to keep moving forward.
Yeah, you know, when I reflect on 2021 and what the challenge it also was very positive as far as, you know, our new board. We were together for a whole year. I think we accomplished a lot in a challenging year. You know, we worked, we got to, you know, there were some stones that we had to overcome and some steps that we had to take. But, you know, I think we learned how to work together. We did a lot in the township in the first year we were together. You know, we generated some new business. We, you know, solidified the grocer over at Gristmill that'll be coming in, that'll be great for the community. We worked on the fire station project with the community and sort of addressed that in a different capacity and brought in the community to sort of move that project forward, and we were successful with getting that approved. And so I think we've done a lot this first year together, and I'm really, you know, despite the challenges with COVID, you know, I'm just proud to be a member of this board and to serve with you both, and I think we've done a lot of good for the township.
I agree, Carl. I think we've come together. It certainly wasn't the year I envisioned when I started out. A lot to look forward to as a first-year elected official, but we got thrown a lot of challenges on top of that, but had to continue and do business as usual. And I think one of the things I enjoyed the most was the community engagement, the stakeholder meetings. That was a lot of fun, getting out there, answering questions and doing that, campaigning for it. I know we had some rezoning hearings. We had the grocery stores you mentioned, and we jumped in and started doing the Talk of the Townships and really got to learn each other and got to learn the business of the township. It's been a fun 2020 as far as that goes, as much as we had a lot of challenge and it wasn't always the most cheerful year. I think we look forward to 21 as a more optimistic, a lot of great things coming up, and I think probably the biggest thing we get to look forward to is working on constructing our new fire stations.
Right. So for 2021, I'll start out with our fire department update. You know, in 2019, the trustees approved the purchase of a new ambulance. I just was informed that was delivered to the manufacturer, and they're going to be working on completing that ambulance for us. We're not sure when that is going to be delivered. There have been some disruptions due to COVID with materials and things of that nature, but we do look forward to that being delivered to our fire department. The fire department right now, the stations do remain closed to the public. First responders are responding to the emergency needs of our residents despite COVID-19. They've done an excellent job of serving our community and getting out on the front lines and day to day going out and you know, doing their due diligence as a first responders for Concord Township. As of January 3rd, 2021, there were almost 700 Concord Township addresses reported positive with COVID-19, and Concord Fire has responded to over 100 of those addresses since March of 2020 when the data collection began. As Morgan stated, the fire department has been meeting regularly with the architects to work on space-by-space details of the new fire stations. We're really excited and looking forward to 21 so we can do groundbreaking later this year. I'm sure we're going to have some more engagement with the community in regards to the project, but you know, we're really excited about it. It's going to be great for Concord. It's going to be great for our first responders. It's going to give them the equipment and the protection that they need to serve our community, you know, first notch. So,
and let's not forget, I mean, it's going to make our community safer. I mean, we're going to see better care of our equipment and response time. And I think we saw the need of our first responders this year. I mean, it was very timely in the sense that we had to navigate coronavirus, and it was a challenge in these old facilities and with this outdated equipment to have to navigate that. And going forward and knowing that we have it now it's a little bit puts the mind at ease.
And for them to have the peace of mind knowing that we're taking care of their health and,
Yeah.
and welfare and putting that on the front line, I think they really appreciate it. So.
I agree. And one of the highlights for me this year was when we were campaigning for the fire station was just being with the first responders and getting to know them and really understanding, how dedicated they are to their job. So it just meant the world that we were able to get this
Right,
passed and
right.
help them, have better working conditions
Right.
to help all of us. So I move on to zoning.
Great.
The township offices are open. However, the zoning will continue to offer mail-in permit applications, or you can use the drop-off box located at the back door of Town Hall for those not wanting to yet come into the building. As far as new residential projects for 2021, we expect construction to start on the Eagle Point subdivision sometime this spring. The development will provide around 47 new home sites with a new conservation development. 2 new medical office buildings were approved last year, and we are expecting to begin construction sometime in 2021 as well. These will be located on Auburn Road in our medical corridor. With the recent news of the merger of Lake Health and University Hospitals, we are excited to see what else may come to Concord Township. Hopefully that's a great union.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Things, lots of opportunities.
Right.
Speaking of development and growth, I also serve as a board member on the JED, the Joint Economic Development Committee, and there's a lot happening there. We've had several businesses. We've had some more medical interest in things that haven't been approved yet, people are exploring opportunities over here in Concord that's going to add to that as far as the community. We have some other establishments looking to be in Concord that are relocating, looking to be more of a retail variety. And of course, we talked about the grocery store, which,
Right.
when I campaigned 2 years ago as trustee, is probably the number one question I got is when are we getting a grocery store? We've had some really nice road updates on the county roads throughout the township, and Corral Road is going to get that update, and we're going to get that in a new store. So we've continued to see some really positive economic development and interest in Concord Township, which is a really good thing for our community. It's going to really help the township as we grow.
And I think, like we discussed at the township trustee meeting the other day, that if people didn't catch the live feed, we did get some updated information on the grocer, and it looks like they're in the process of finalizing the plans and selecting the contractors this month, and it looks like they're going to be moving forward here in the build out and start of construction in February. And then we'll be able to get that road project done on Crowell Road and hopefully have a grocer here this spring, and it's going to be exciting.
Yeah, people are a little nervous. They haven't seen any action yet, but
Right.
it's coming.
It's coming.
We're all excited, and we're being patient.
So this spring, or just recently, the service department took a delivery of a brand new 2.5 ton plow truck in December. It was placed into service, and we had I've had a lot of snow, but it's come real quick, 2 really heavy days.
Right.
December 1st came in with a great snowstorm, and we had a lot of challenges in that one. It was wet, and there was a lot of trees down in that. Service department did a great job getting out there. I know some of the areas of the township were slow to get some service. They did their best, and I know there was a lot of challenge in that. And of course, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, our crews were out there working steadily through the holiday, keeping the roads clear, and I got a lot of calls from people expressing the appreciation of how hard they worked over the holiday and how great that was. So hats off to our service department. We continue to hear positive feedback from the community about their work all year long. 2 local resurfacing projects are scheduled for 2021, Cherry Hill and Fay Road. The projected cost for those is about $618,000, and these projects will begin in early spring and hopefully can be completed by early summer. Checked out both these roads; they're both in really
bad shape.
really bad shape. So definitely look forward to getting to them. And for those that don't know, the Concord Township does have a long-range road plan. So it's another thing that we hear from the community from time to time is what roads are being worked on, and some of that is the county, and then some of it is Concord Township. So if you have questions about roads, we encourage you to reach out to the service department or the trustees, and we can discuss with you more at length what that schedule looks like over the coming years. But looking forward to getting those 2 roads done.
Definitely.
Yes, much needed. So let me talk a little bit about the Recreation Department, my favorite. The Community Center is open to the public, and classes, rentals, and programs have resumed. We are still operating under health and safety guidelines, so limited capacities, social distancing, wear your mask, and make sure to sign in the logbook upon entry. The Concord Township history coloring books are now available for sale, $5 each.
And we have a copy here. Look
Yes.
at that.
Features sketches by local artist Marie Kozan of iconic and historic sites in our community. Books can be purchased online at www.concordtownship.com or at the Community Center at 7671 Auburn Road. Not just for kids, adults color too, keeps you in the moment, so please take part, they're awesome.
Instead of being on social media, right? You can get
Exactly.
a little copy here and
That's
take a little
right.
time and go through the coloring book.
For
It's nice.
sure. Concord Township's 199th birthday is Monday, March 8th. In honor of this momentous event, the Rec Department is handing out birthday treats in our community center between noon and 2 p.m. Be sure to swing by for your very special treat. The Winter-Spring 2021 edition of the Concord Grapevine has been sent out. In the recreation section, you'll find our extensive list of class offerings, as well as family activities and upcoming community programs, so check it out.
I know, so 199 years, and a year from now we get to do 200. That's going to be really
That's gonna
exciting.
be awesome.
That's going to be a lot of fun. So the 1965 cemetery expansion has begun, and a temporary road's been installed by our service department. And over the next couple of months, Dash Tree Service will be out to remove trees for the expansion of a tree removal, and that should take no more than 2 weeks. And we definitely need that cemetery expansion because we've been very full and unfortunately selling plots on an as-need basis only. From now until January 15th, the Wreath Across America will currently have a matching program as far as the Wreaths Across America, which is for the veterans, has a matching program for funding. So for every purchase of a wreath, they will match for another wreath purchase. So really a big thing that we do here in Concord Township. It's a ceremony that's we take part in with pride, and really encourage you to support that. So.
We did do that sort of virtually this year.
We
and
did,
It is on our website. It was a
Yeah, and
good
we're just,
experience.
they're taking, I just filled out my
Me too. For a
form
match.
for the match.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
it's a good thing.
Yes, it is. So that's I think the update for 21. I mean, a lot of great things happening, very exciting. Really enjoy working with you guys. Looking forward to now that we kind of have the ropes down of charging into 21 and bumping the curve a little bit, maybe getting as much if not more done next year.
Yeah, I heard today, in times of disruption is the opportunity for more growth. So I always sort of look at the positive of any challenges and see it as opportunities. So I look forward to this year. You guys are the best.
Well,
Thank you to Rick and Deborah for helping us with this.
They do an
You're the
awesome
best
job
too.
every year. Yeah, I agree with Amy and Morgan. Despite the challenges in 20, I think we have done a lot of good work here for Concord Township. I'm looking forward to serving the residents of this great community in the future with the three of us. And we wish you all a healthy and prosperous 21, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.